Oh, it's just the internet. That's how it
Now
is.
have the eighth cows coming into the ring, and this class is sponsored by Kirbyville Holstein, care of James Younger. Marking your cattle off from the class that just left. 4420 is a scratch. 21, Peachy Damian Trista, owned by Tyler Peachy, was second. 23 was scratched. 24 is fourth. 25 is scratched. 26 is fifth. 27 is third. 44-29, Smith Oakasman Ego 62 ET, and William Smith was winner of the class.
In the winter yearling heifer class, in third place, Scotttown Skybuck of Goodness, exhibited by Emily McKissick. In second place, entry number 1089, Princess Star Penelope, exhibited by Emma Marie Morrell Farms, Harperton, Pennsylvania. And in first place, the winner of the class, Maple Dell Oblique Darlene, exhibited by Devin Murray from Maple Dell Farm, Woodbine, Maryland.
Just three winter yearlings, but told the exhibitors three really good legged heifers. You heard me say that all day. I think it's important that we have that in all three of these individuals. The difference lies in our first or our second heifer, the length of frame. She's longer from end to end. She's longer through that rib cage. The heifer that we here is just a little more dairy feminine look about her. The real stout heifer we have in the second. The second heifer, I love the capacity of this heifer. She comes at you, she's wide through the front end. She has a great fore-rib. She has spring to her rib as well. Just want to see her lengthen her frame out and get her higher in the class. But her advantage with the next heifer is that hardness down her top. She's stronger in her loins. She's much more correct in that the way that tail sets between a wider set of pins, which allow that leg to move just a bit more freely. But three good heifers in this winter yearlings.
So if you're following along in your catalog, entry number 1088, placed first. Entry number 1089, placed second. Entry number 1090, placed third. Entry number 1091, scratched. Entry number 1092, scratched. Entering the ring is the fall yearling heifer class, not in milk.
Dave.
here in the Age Cow class. Quite a handy winner for me. A cow that's 7.5 years old, a cow that's had 5 calves, a cow that's put together extremely well in her frame. She's so straight in her lines, so very well balanced a cow that moves very comfortably out on her feet and legs and has a beautiful management system to go along with it. She uses that overall angularity and that snugness to her udder attachments to get over the big cow we have coming out here in second place. Second over third, just a cow that uses her overall strength and her capacity, especially out through her chest floor, and that strength of udder attachments to get over the real dairy cow we have in third.
Ayrshire Ring Fall Yearling Heifer Class, not in milk. In third place, entry number 1101, Hidden Valley P.W. Stacy, exhibited by G. Robert Moore from Harrington, Delaware. In second place, entry number 1095, Hidden Valley Reality Bliss, exhibited by Royston Cole. Hidden Valley Ayrshires, Kmart, Maryland. And the winner in this class is entry number 1100, Martin Holm Potter Parma, exhibited by Caitlin Martin from Martin Holm Farms, Bowlawn, Pennsylvania.
For all the yearlings we have on here, I think a handy winner for me, having it so structurally sound and correct, and her makeup travels beautifully on those hind legs and feet. Her advantage over the next heifer line is just strength about behind that loin. She's much more neater about the tail sitting, has some width to her pin advantage as well. But I'll grant you her second heifer is a cleaner front end heifer. Just a beautiful silky hide on this second prize heifer. Heifer I think is going to make a tremendous cow someday. Her advantage over the heifer in third is that angle to that rib, that overall femininity, length, and dairiness that she possesses over the big white heifer here in third. Third place is over fourth. The heifer I think just tracks more pleasing on those hind legs and feet. Heifer carries more width of pins and drop through that midsection than the heifer we have in fourth.
Entering the ring are the exhibitors and their animals, placing first and second today's judge in the Ayrshire
Everyone's
meet
like,
is
don't
Jeff
run, don't
Ziegler
let her run.
from Plain City, Ohio. Jeff is the genomic program manager at Select Sires. He has a 28-year history of employment at Select Sires. Most of those years have been in sire acquisition. Jeff is an Ohio State University graduate, born and raised in Northern Ohio on a registered Holstein and Guernsey farm. He has judged in 26 states, 14 countries. He has already been here in Harrisburg before. We would like to welcome Jeff back to the ring here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Winner of the class is entry 44-45, Arkansas Reggie Regina E. and by Douglas Booth. And second is entry 44-47, Scarlet Summer R.B. Gwendolyn and by Gerard and Marsha Burley.
A nice class of 125 cows, a close placing on top for me here today, but I'm giving advantage to the cow in first place. She shows me more width of udder, more bloom of udder today. Also prefer the way the teats come off her rear udder a little nicer than the cow in second. I'm also giving the cow here in first the advantage and just the ease in which she moves around the ring for me today. I prefer the comfort which she has back in her rear legs. I also prefer how she handles herself on top a little nicer than the true dairy cow I have coming out here in second place. Second place cow udder that's very well attached. I'll grant her the 4 udder attachment over to cow here in second, but I'd just like to see her move with a little more ease and freedom around the ring to move ahead today. But she uses that overall attachments to her memory system, that height of the rear udder to get over the very well balanced cow coming out in third place.
Marking your catalog, 43 scratch, 44-45, Arkansas Reggie Regina E.T. and by Douglas Booth was winner of the class, 44-47, Scarlet Summer R.B. Gwendolyn and by Gerard and Marsha Burley was second, and 48 and 50 were scratch, and added entry Seals Flash ETN from Matthew B. The Old Pennsylvania one goes to Valley's Italy owned by Mark Powell. Congratulations to all our winners.
That's good.
Just the 3 cows that have come back in here in contention for the senior champion of your youth show today. We got our 2 4-year-olds and a long-time production cow. Again, in the essence of time, this is pretty simple in my mind. These pair of 4-year-olds are going to be your senior and reserve senior champion of your youth show today. I think they're beautiful frame cows that wear their udders very well attached to their body walls. Certainly taking nothing away from our older 125 cow here. I just prefer the snugness of these mammary system on these 4-year-old cows for your senior and reserve senior champion of the show today. Congratulations.
Okay, you want to go tell them because they linked it wrong then?
Our senior champions go to 4409 Heart and Soul Algae Risky ETN by Matthew Boot, with reserve going to entry 4383 Inwood Troy Calara, owned by Ashley Stolfus.
I'm just walking front in. Hope your thing's going again, or I felt something vibrating. There it is.
All right. Got to take this now.
Did they have a 125 in?
All Pennsylvania awards for the 125,000 pound class. Compliments goes to Heart and Soul Regina, owned by the Boots. Reserve goes to Seco Durham Lila, owned by Cessna Brothers. And all Pennsylvania goes to Scarlett Summer Harvey Gwendolyn, owned by Scarlett Summer Holstein.
Let's give these youth exhibitors a real nice round of applause for a quality Holstein show they've had here all day long. We got our senior champions, intermediate champion, and our heifer to come back here. Pretty logical to me. I'm going to stick with our senior and reserve senior champion. Both cows that have had 3 calves, cows that are extremely stylish, straight in their lines, and just tremendous mammary systems underneath of them. They'll be your grand and reserve of your youth show today. Congratulations.
Our grand champion of our youth show will be 4409 Heart and Soul Algae Risky, owned by Matthew Booth, with reserve going to entry number 4383 Inwood Troy Calara, owned by Ashley Stolfus. And she is the best predator of the youth show. We will now go for senior champion of the open show. And we are happy to announce that 212 head have gone through the ring today. And I hope most of them are going to be here Wednesday and Thursday.
On the airship side of business over here, I just want to applaud the exhibitors, and let's give them a big round of applause for a real nice heifer show we've had today. There's some high-quality heifers out here, and Harrisburg's also always been known a richer show, and I was thrilled to be a part of it, and still am when you have this quality to work with. I brought 5 heifers out here in the middle of the ring with a fall calf, a couple summer yearlings, a couple spring yearlings. I think they're representative of what we're looking for. I told the lady down here on the end with this junior calf or spring calf, there's one, watch out next year, she could be a load. She's an awfully good heifer. I'm analyzing champion of the big man. I think they're still in for the meet. Flipped it all together. I talked about her in class. I'll probably talk about it here for the next several months because this October calf is going to be your champion. She's so feminine, she's so clean, she's so correct, yet she has depth, she has width, great character. There's just so many things on her. May question, how can you do that with an October birthday? It's pretty easy when they're that good because she's so balanced and correct. I think it's very difficult though for reserve, but when you put these heifers side by side, like we have them right here, there's an heifer to me that doesn't look exactly like this heifer out here, but at the same time, she puts all the blending of the parts together, and I think that's what I like to see in your champion run. So this first prize summer yearling is going to be your reserve. Really a sweet heifer as well. You try to pick holes in her, you say, yeah, she could use a little less flushing, but so could I. So I think she's just the right kind of heifer that I think as she melts down a little more is going to be even more in contention for the big banner like we gave to that heifer out there. If I could give an honorable mention, I definitely would give it to the spring yearling. Don't think she fits as well to the front end. I want this is correct to the shoulder and shine, doesn't blend that neck to the shoulder, maybe as nice as our summer yearling we have out here, but I don't want to discount a great rib heifer. She definitely has all that. But congratulations to all the exhibitors.
In the Ayrshire ring, the reserve champion is entry number 1071, Palmyra Ragamore ELECGG. Exhibited by Ragamore Trust, ELs, B. Bolshnek, and Palmyra Farm, Hagerstown, Maryland. And the junior champion today is entry number 1031, Sunny Acres, Jackson, Savannah, exhibited by Douglas Evans.
It's a program that we're running the web stuff on.
Georgetown.
It's alright. You can always dump it off later. I mean.
Yeah, before I go home, I'll come and just take it off.
Yeah.
So it doesn't run so I think she's got a little face on it. Also,
Yes.
Logan brought me hers.
Oh, okay.
So
Good.
she talks mine.
It would help, just because
I think this would be a very appropriate time to show
who
our
knows when
appreciation
there's
for
still
our
things
good
going on
Mrs.
that
Sean
would
Johnson.
help.
Let's give her a round of applause for a great job done.
Because I have team with me if I saw the tower, which is probably pretty sinister in the room that and then Kathleen has two, and then Karen has her regular IBM, and Katie will bring one, and Jack, so what?
It should also be noted that our junior champion today is the best bred and owned junior female.
Before I select your senior champion of the show today, I'd like to sincerely thank all the exhibitors and breeders here in Pennsylvania for inviting me up to judge your show today. I've been around here for a while, and I've watched this show grow, and the quality just gets better and better all the time. And it's quite an honor for me, and I certainly think the ringside here needs to show their appreciation for the quality of the cows here that these guys have brought out today. I pulled the 4 cows out that sort themselves at upper end of this senior division of the cow show today. We have a 4-year-old cow with a tremendous mammary system, the height, the width, the rear udder, the definition of seam. A cow that's just 2 months fresh here. We're to the 3rd calf. We come back to another 4-year-old cow, just a great cow in her own right, very stylish. Maybe a cow that needs a little more time to compete with the rest of the cows, but I think a cow that's very deserving of getting pulled out here today. We have a 5-year-old cow, another very well-balanced cow, very well-made cow. I think she needs to be pulled out when we come back here to our age cow. A cow that's very straight in her line. She's very well-balanced. A cow that's just wears her mammary system very well, moves comfortably on her feet and legs. When it comes down to your senior champion today, for me, there's one cow standing out here that's in her wedding clothes, and she's ready to go. 4-year-old cow. She'll be your senior champion today. I think it's a pretty logical decision for me. She's a best uddered cow standing out here, giving her advantage of the height, the width, the fullness right there to the top of the rear udder, and just overall bloom all the way throughout over our age cow. I'm going to make reserve champion. Congratulations to you both.
End of senior champion. Has a MP3 audio files to mark the pictures as captions. Just makes it easier. It's two generations now, so maybe 8 years, 6 years, something like that. There's a D4 just came out, and there's a D3S about 2 years ago, and this was like 5 years ago.
Our junior best 3 in the Ayrshire ring, we're going to go with a group with our junior champion heifer, another winning heifer, another heifer that almost won a class as well. But most importantly, these heifers look a lot alike. They really fit together, blend nicely with their dairy. Clean look that they have about them, a lot of rib to them, and look like great cows on the way. The group we have in second over the group in third is where I think it gets a little closer. I just prefer the hardness of the top of our second group. I think the second group maybe tracks a little nicer on the hind legs, maybe the group in third. And then third over fourth, I think you have to send a little more advantage in dairiness, particularly that front end of the group we have in third. Third over fourth, we can get a real close place in there. I just prefer the depth of body, particularly 4 ribs, group of 3 over 4. But really good to see this many good junior best 3s out there for these exhibitors. Congratulations.
as we have all our champions out here in the overall selection for grand champion. We have our seniors, our intermediates, and our junior champion heifer. For me today, this 4-year-old cow, she's going to remain your grand champion cow. Cow that's just got a beautiful mammary system. It's so well attached. She's got so much height and width and definition of seam. For a reserve, it gets a little bit closer, but I'm going to stick with the maturity of this age cow for the reserve champion. A cow that maybe could use a little more bloom to her rear udder day, but a cow that's had 5 calves, a cow that's beautiful in her frame, and a cow that still moves around the ring extremely well. Honorable mention be on our intermediate champion cow. Just a fine lineup for your grand champion of your state show here today. Congratulations.
Ayrshire ring, the judges judging the dry cow class. In 3rd place is Hidden Valley Wilton Brook, exhibited by Royston Cole. Hidden Valley Ayrshire's Tamar Merrill. In 2nd place is Sunrise Ridge Barra, shown by Catherine Baumgartner. Barron's View Farm, Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. And in 1st place, Maury's Poker Precious, shown by Jordan Helsley, Maury Homestead Farm, Roaring Spring, Pennsylvania.
Just the 3 dry cows we have here, a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old cow, a cow with a really high quality dry udder to start the class. So really a clean dairy pattern cow. I like the quality of the udder. I like the seam of the udder. It looks like a tremendous wide udder when the cow's in full flow milk, and she travels around the ring so gracefully, maybe more so than the cow we have in second. With the second prize cow having just a little bit hitchier and giddy up on that left rear leg. But in 2nd place is over 3rd on the cow that shows more definition of seam of the udder, particularly the floor of the udder, and the older cow we have in 3rd.
Following along in your catalog, dry cow class in the Ayrshire ring. Entry number 1019 placed first. Entry
here and I'll get your picture.
Winner of the class will be entry 4454, Doug Boot. And second place is the 4455, Lloyd and Denise Beams. Judge?
A really nice class all the way through of best three females. I'm going to start here with this group out in front of me, just a real quality group, a very correct group all the way throughout their frames and their memory systems. And just use that overall quality all the way throughout to get over this group here in front of me. Over another very correct group, just maybe not quite the overall daringness all the way throughout for me today. But that overall correctness, Bloom gets them over the next group I have coming out here in third directly in front of me. But the overall mass and size and scale to these cows are what gets them over my fourth place group.
Okay, there was the rest of the reclass. Third place went to Rolling Springs. Fourth to Pitwood. Fifth to Buckley. And sixth to Globe Run. We now have the produce and dam class coming in. And this class is sponsored by Dale and Deanna Bentley.
Ashley.
We need the produce and dam in the ring, and then we need dam and daughters standing right on the edge to be next.
A little bit commercial like that. That'll keep her going.
They're split. Mom and dad have different things. They split a little cow.
Just three groups here for produce and dam, starting with the group here in the center. I give the advantage just two big upstanding strong cows, very correct for overall makeup. They got that majority. Both cows have all very, very nice memory systems to get over the group up here on my left. Beautiful milking year on and a beautiful springer on heifer here. Just maybe not quite the majority all the way through to get ahead of this first place group, but they use that overall uniformity and correctness to get over the third place group.
First goes to Rolling Springs Farm, Meat Family. Second goes to Heart and Soul. And third goes to Globe Run. All right, the dam and daughter class is the last class of the day. This class is sponsored by the Center Herd Health Services.
You do. Okay. I didn't know if you were like rolling home.
No. I'm gonna take her tomorrow.
Last one of the day, you might get right.
I doubt it. I'll mess it up somewhere along the line. Just one group here in the dam and daughter class, but a really fine quality uniform group to win the class.
Winner of the class, Oakley Farms from Franklin County. Right, man? That concludes our show.